Hey everybody, Leo here. Before we get started, make sure to smash that like button, you pig fucks! Oh, you make me so mad. Today we're talking about Metal Gear Solid 5, which is a game so good it makes Snake Eater look like Portablops. If you haven't heard, there was apparently a 51st mission in Metal Gear Solid 5 that was cut for unknown reasons. They put a video with everything they had finished so far and everything it was supposed to be in a collector's edition disc of the game, and people are very, very upset that it got cut. Now, I'm not going to be attempting to explain or defend the decisions that led to this scene being cut. I'm just going to explain why the game might be better off without it. So, remember those kids that escaped at the end of Metal Gear Solid 5? Well, you found them. They were hiding out on the island of no plot relevance, where you were gonna try to find them in this whole new area, which was cool. Then a cutscene starts where you spend 3 minutes stealthing up to this giant robot until it notices you and you engage in a boss fight you've already done twice. Then an errant grenade triggers a seizure in Big Boss, and he can perfectly coordinate headshots but can't tell the difference between colors. Which I kind of get, but it doesn't really play. Then he walks over to the poor child's lifeless body, drops to his knees, and screams no, which is just one of those unforgivable cliches. I mean, you may as well have said the kid was a day away from retirement. Then Ocelot shows up, which reminds me, here's a sneak preview of my new game show, Ocelot or Miller, where you try to tell the difference between two indistinguishable voices in your ear.
That doesn't happen.
Is it Ocelot? No, I'm sorry, no one has ever been correct on Ocelot or Miller. Anyway, you then get this super sick slow-mo shot. And then we find out Eli's totally okay, and Big Boss, who by the way is literally a medic, couldn't tell that he was just still alive. Then Eli gives some big speech about how he's gonna kill Big Boss and everybody, and then Big Boss just straight blasts the kid's head off. Oh, what? I really thought he was gonna murder the kid he was just mourning. But now the kid does have to die because he was carrying the parasite that's gonna kill millions. So then they napalm the island, which they could have just done in the first place unless they wanted to save the kids, but I never saw them save any of the kids in this cutscene. Maybe that's the real reason I didn't like it, is because I still don't get it. Then Eli goes off to be in Metal Gear Solid 1 with the floating boy, who they pretend we don't know who the floating boy is, but we all know who he is. So what even happened in this mission in the grand scheme of things? The kids lost the robot, which hey, I'd believe that these kids just didn't know how to maintain a giant impossible robot. Eli doesn't have the parasite anymore, which if your answer to that is just have the floating boy tear it out of his mouth with magic, I'd rather you just left it up to my imagination. The only other change I can think of is Snake letting a kid die, which I guess is kinda dark, but if you played Metal Gear Solid 5, you know that little shit deserves it. So as fun as it is to blame Konami for everything just because they're the worst company on the planet, I think it's just as likely that this scene didn't get put in the game because it just wasn't coming together. I think with the events on the quarantine platform and Quiet's ending building up to the true ending, I really think that this mission would have been out of place and kind of meandering. So hey, just be cool, don't get mad, don't say the game is unfinished because they cut out the worst mission. I think Metal Gear Solid 5 is super worth the money regardless. They could have cut 20 of the missions out. It still would have been worth more than fucking 99% of the games I spent $60 on. Anyway, hope you can carry a bit of positivity with you the rest of your day, and also make sure to check out my other account, MurderJunky. I just put up my new rant, why feminism is ruining my chances of getting a date to the winter formal.